Tensions between India and Pakistan are at an all-time high on the backdrop of a terror attack in Jammu and Kashmir's Pahalgam. Since both the countries are nuclear powers, any further escalation raises concerns of a conflict that has a possibility of getting out of control. This brings to focus the Cold Start Doctrine. It envisages swift deployment of troops on the western border within days if a situation of a full-blown war arises. This doctrine aims to allow Indian forces to conduct strikes limited in scope so as to not give any reason to Pakistan to launch a full-scale retaliation. The need for the doctrine was fueled by Operation Parakram, launched after the terror attack on Parliament in December of 2001. The operation exposed major operational gaps in India's offensive power, mainly slow troop mobilization along the border. The Cold Start Doctrine sought to prepare the army in such a manner that offensive operations could be undertaken within 48 hours of the orders being issued, enabling the Indian troops to take their Pakistani counterparts by surprise. But the biggest challenge for a cold start in Pakistan's counter-strategy to use tactical nuclear weapons. Tactical nuclear weapons are often characterized by their size, their range, or their use for limited military targets. They are typically many times larger than conventional bombs, cause radioactive fallout, and other deadly effects beyond the explosion itself, and there is no agreed upon size that defines tactical weapons. Pakistan's tactical nuclear weapons primarily consist of short-range ballistic missiles like the NAST. NAST missile was first revealed in April of 2011 as a quick response nuclear delivery system. It has a range of 60 to 70 kilometers. It is 6 meters in length and has a launch weight of 1,200 kilometers with the capability to carry a warhead of 400 kilograms. It employs a single-stage solid propellant. Well, Indian Defense Minister Ranjit Singh a short while back spoke to U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth amid rising India-Pakistan tensions. WION's assistant editor for Foreign Affairs is tracking the developments from New Delhi. Here's more.
Earlier, we saw the Indian External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio holding talks in which the Indian side firmly put its view that the perpetrators of this terror attack are the people who will be brought to justice. In fact, the American side reassured its commitment on the issue of strongly dealing with the issue of terrorism. We know that when the terror attack happened last month, the US President Donald Trump was the first world leader to speak to the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and express his support and condolences over the terror attack. And we know since then the DNI chief Tulsi Gabbard, the FBI chief Kash Patel, both have reiterated their support in terms of how India makes sure that the people who are responsible for this terror attack, the perpetrators, the planners, are brought to justice.